Hello, curious minds of the natural world. Get ready to dive into a fascinating mystery from the realm of bees. Have you ever wondered why these tiny winged warriors face such a tragic fate after defending us with their stings? Well, hold on tight, because we're about to unravel this enigma of nature. Imagine a world without bees. Scary, isn't it? Well, know that these incredible creatures are responsible for pollinating about 75% of global agricultural crops. This means that without them, our food supply would be drastically reduced. But here's the dilemma. To protect their colonies, these guardians of nature sometimes need to make the ultimate sacrifice. Let's start our journey with a surprising fact. Not all bees die after stinging. Shocking, right? In fact, only honeybees, the ones that produce the honey we love, face this cruel fate. But why? What makes them so different from their cousins? The answer lies in their unique evolution. Honeybees have developed a barbed stinger, a formidable weapon, but one that becomes their own deadly trap. When a honeybee stings a mammal, like us humans, its stinger gets stuck in our elastic skin. And here begins the drama. Imagine the scene. The bee, desperate to free itself, flaps its wings frantically. But with each movement, it only deepens its own sentence. The stinger, firmly anchored in our skin, begins to separate from the bee's abdomen. It's as if she's tearing out her own insides while trying to escape. Shocking, isn't it? But why would evolution be so cruel to these vital creatures? Well, here's where things get really interesting. This seemingly self-destructive mechanism is actually an incredibly effective defense strategy. When the stinger separates from the bee's body, it continues to pump venom into the wound for several minutes. It's as if the bee is saying, "I may not be here anymore, but my defense will continue." Now, let's look at the numbers. Did you know there are over 20,000 species of bees in the world? Impressive, isn't it? But only a small group of them, the honeybees, face this tragic fate. The other species can sting repeatedly without fatal consequences. Curious to know why? Well, their stingers are smooth, without barbs, allowing them to easily withdraw after an attack. But back to our honeybee heroines. A typical colony can have up to 60,000 bees. Imagine an entire city dedicated to protecting their queen and producing honey. It's like a buzzing mega-metropolis. And here's a fascinating fact. Only female worker bees have stingers. Drones, or male bees, cannot sting. They have another important job, mating with the queen to ensure the survival of the colony. Speaking of queens, did you know they also have stingers? But don't worry, they rarely use them against humans. The queen's stinger is mainly used to fight other rival queens. It's like a royal duel in the world of bees. Now, let's dive deeper into the mystery. Why did some bees develop this self-sacrifice mechanism? The answer lies in the complex dance of evolution. Honeybees live in large colonies where the welfare of the group outweighs that of the individual. By sacrificing themselves, these bees ensure a more effective defense for the entire hive. It's an act of extreme altruism that challenges our understanding of the natural world. But not all is lost for our little stinging friends. If a bee stings something less elastic than human skin, like the exoskeleton of an insect, she might survive. It's as if nature gives them a second chance, depending on the chosen target. Now, get ready for a surprising twist in this story. Did you know that bee venom may have medicinal properties? Scientists are studying its potential benefits in treating diseases like arthritis and even certain types of cancer. Incredible, isn't it? The same mechanism that causes pain and swelling in us might one day save lives. But wait, there's more. The bee's stinger isn't just a weapon. It's also a sophisticated communication tool. When a bee stings, it releases pheromones that alert other nearby bees. It's like triggering a silent alarm, summoning reinforcements to defend the hive. Fascinating, isn't it? Now, let's take a trip around the world and see how different cultures perceive bees and their stings. In ancient Egyptian civilization, bees were revered as symbols of royalty and power. Pharaohs used the bee hieroglyph in their royal cartouches. In traditional Chinese medicine, apitherapy, the therapeutic use of bee products, including venom, has been practiced for thousands of years. But not all cultures view bees with such reverence. In some parts of the world, they are feared and avoided. However, as we better understand their crucial role in our ecosystems, global perception is changing. Bees are moving from feared pests to essential guardians of our environment. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on something truly astonishing. A single worker bee, over her lifetime, produces only about a teaspoon of honey. Seems like little, doesn't it? But when multiplied by thousands of bees in a hive, the result is impressive. It's a powerful reminder of how small contributions, when added together, can create something extraordinary. And here's another fact that will make you rethink your next slice of bread with honey. To produce half a pound of honey, bees need to visit about 2 million flowers. That's equivalent to flying a distance that would circle the Earth 3 times. Incredible, isn't it? Every drop of honey on your table represents an epic journey of dedication and hard work. But the story of bees and their stings doesn't end here. In fact, we're just scratching the surface of this fascinating world. Scientists continue to discover new, surprising facts about these incredible creatures. For example, did you know that bees can recognize human faces? It's true. They have a remarkable ability to remember and differentiate complex patterns, including human facial features. And here's something that will make you look at the sky differently. Bees use the Earth's magnetic field to navigate during flight. It's as if they have an internal compass. This incredible ability helps them find their way back to the hive, even after long journeys collecting pollen and nectar. Speaking of collection, bees are true masters of energy efficiency. They can fly up to 9 miles per hour and visit up to 100 flowers on a single trip. But here's the fascinating detail. They consume only 4 millionths of an ounce of honey to fly a mile. If we could replicate this efficiency in our vehicles, imagine how it would revolutionize transportation. But back to our main enigma, the fatal sting. Is there anything we can do to save a bee that has stung us? Well, the answer is somewhat complicated. Once the stinger is lodged in our skin, the bee's fate is usually sealed. However, if you're quick and careful, you can try to scrape the stinger out, never pull, with something like a credit card. This might, in rare cases, give the bee a chance to survive. But remember, human safety comes first. If you're allergic to bee stings, seek medical help immediately. Now, let's explore a little more of the mysterious world of bee communication. Have you heard of the bee dance? It's a fascinating communication method that bees use to inform their companions about the location of food sources. Through complex movements, a bee can convey precise information about the direction and distance of nectar-rich flowers. It's like a natural GPS, encoded in an elaborate dance. And speaking of communication, bees have another trick up their sleeve. They can detect electric fields. This helps in pollination because flowers have slightly negative electric charges, while bees accumulate a positive charge while flying. This electric attraction helps pollen stick to the bee's body. It's like a balloon rubbed on your hair, but much more useful. But not everything is rosy in the world of bees. These incredible creatures face increasing threats. Habitat loss, pesticide use, and climate change are putting many bee species at risk. In some parts of the world, bee populations have drastically declined. It's a grim reminder of how our actions can profoundly impact the delicate balance of nature. And here's a final thought to leave you pondering. Bees have existed for over 100 million years. They survived the extinction of the dinosaurs and witnessed the rise and fall of countless human civilizations. Their resilience is truly inspiring. Yet the rapid changes we're imposing on our planet are testing the limits of this resilience like never before. So, the next time you see a bee buzzing nearby, remember, you're looking at a creature that carries millions of years of evolutionary history on its tiny wings. A creature that, in its brief lifetime, will work tirelessly to maintain the balance of our ecosystems. And yes, a creature that, if necessary, will make the ultimate sacrifice to protect its colony. Bees teach us powerful lessons about cooperation, dedication, and the true meaning of community. They remind us that sometimes the most heroic acts come in small packages, and that life, in all its complexity and beauty, often depends on the seemingly insignificant contributions of creatures we easily overlook. So, the next time you savor a spoonful of honey or admire a blooming garden, take a moment. Think about the countless journeys of bees that made it possible. Think about the delicate balance that keeps our world functioning. And perhaps, just perhaps, you'll see the world with new eyes through the facets of a bee's eyes. The mystery of the bee's fatal sting is just a small window into a world of wonders right under our noses. A world full of sacrifice, complexity, and surprising beauty. A world that desperately needs our understanding and protection. And so, we come to the end of our journey to the fascinating world of bees and their fatal stings. But remember, this is just the beginning. There's so much more to discover, so much more to learn. The natural world is full of mysteries waiting to be unraveled. If you were intrigued by this story, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss another adventure into the wonders of the natural world. And don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective on the incredible journey of the bee. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and remember, even the smallest creatures can teach us the most profound lessons. See you soon!